Saab seems to be creeping closer to the end of the road. The Swedish car maker, seeking to stave off its creditors, has filed for bankruptcy protection from a local court.
The Swedish car brand Saab went under in 2011. With the end of car production, the dealer network was left without any new cars. Saab dealers quickly started disappearing, with some being converted to sell other cars and others being permanently closed. Today we are venturing inside one of these abandoned dealerships, which offers a truly unique glimpse of when Saab still existed. Located near a busy street on a business park, we had to swiftly enter the premises. Sneaking through a small entrance, we managed to get inside. The initial impression was overwhelming. The place was filled with all sorts of items. Boxes were packed with various belongings, including a significant amount of Saab-related items and, oddly enough, furniture. Among the items were 3 Saab vehicles, 2 9.3s and 1 9.5. Unfortunately, some of them had fallen victim to scrappers and vandalism. You might wonder what the mileage is on these cars. Looking at the price tag, the 9.5 had a mileage of 95,000 kilometers. Not exactly new, but still relatively low. Beside the cars, decay was also noticeable throughout the dealership. The roof had numerous leaks, allowing water to make life possible for the neglected showroom plants. This contributed to a truly bizarre and almost post-apocalyptic scene. So what led to this state of decay? To find out, we have to go back to 1972, when the dealership first opened. It was one of the first buildings opened on the French business park. Owned by a family that not only sold cars, but also garden equipment, all under the same roof. Next, we moved to the office area. Which was also in a state of disarray. Despite the chaos, various papers and items were scattered around, ranging from old brochures to company documents, all left to rot. As mentioned earlier, the paperwork mostly bore the family's name, which once owned and operated the dealership. In fact, 2 brothers ran the business together, a lifelong endeavor now lost. The workshop area was even more peculiar. Approximately 20 abandoned cars filled the space. There were many different Saab models, including 9000s and 9.3s. Along with other vehicles like a couple Peugeots and Renaults. It truly was an eclectic collection. Another notable observation was that in its final days it seemed the workshop was no longer in use, likely due to the sheer number of cars occupying the space. Now, let's finally address the question, what happened here? The dealership had enjoyed considerable success for most of its existence. However, trouble began brewing in the early 2000s, coinciding with Saab's decline in performance. Throughout the following decades, business gradually slowed down. Additionally, one of the brothers fell ill, leaving the other to manage the operations all alone. According to customer reviews from the dealership's final days, the owners appeared quite desperate, resorting to overcharging customers simply to stay afloat. In 2011, Saab's demise coincided with the closure of the showroom. Maintenance services were still provided to a select group of customers, but after that the story abruptly ends. The exact circumstances remain a mystery, but something occurred that prevented any clearance or removal of items. My best guess is that business may have gone bankrupt. With our exploration concluding, the future of the dealership and its cars is uncertain. We can only hope some of the low mileage models will eventually be rescued.